Okay, so one of my friends recently discovered the existence of pumpkin spice chicken. And not just any pumpkin spice chicken, 5 alarm spicy pumpkin spice chicken, which sparked quite the discussion about whether or not that would actually taste good in practice. Now, being a man of science and someone who's known to eat a lot of chicken, I felt like it was my duty to find that out. I already had this pumpkin spice because I use it a lot in my protein shakes, so all I had to do was go out and get myself some chicken. So that's exactly what I did. And today, we're going to find out, how good is pumpkin spice chicken? First, let's talk spices. We've got 2 cutlets of chicken here because we're trying to determine 2 different things. First of all, this cutlet on the right is to determine, is pumpkin spice chicken good at all? So this is predominantly just going to be seasoned with pumpkin spice. We'll add some salt and pepper just so it's not too bland, but overall that's predominantly the pumpkin spice cutlet. The one on the left here, we're also going to be trying to make spicy to replicate that 5-star spicy pumpkin spice chicken. I don't have anything in particular in mind for that. I just have some cayenne pepper here, so I'm going to load it up with that to try to make it relatively spicy, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're ready to add the pumpkin spice. I don't really know how much to add here, but I want to make sure that it is the dominant flavor, so I'm kind of just gonna send it. That seems like a reasonable amount. Yeah? Sure, let's go with it. Alright, round 2. Also, before anyone asks in the comments, no, I don't cook with oil. Deal with it. And let's not forget the cayenne on this side. Again, not really sure in this application how much to add. I don't want to overdo it, but it's also important that this be pretty spicy, at least by my standards. I'm not going to pretend to be super good at spice, but that seems sufficient. I'll give that a couple more minutes and we'll see what happens. It's ready. I'll be honest, I was excited to try this until I started to smell it in my kitchen. I don't really know how to describe the smell. It's what I imagine a Starbucks would smell like if it caught on fire. But at the same time, there's like that little hint of grandma's house in it. If any of you ever had a grandmother who had like those, what are the Thanksgiving things? Like the cone things, the cornucopias that had all the spice fruits and such in them that weren't real fruits. I don't know why people have those. But it smells kind of like that, but burny. So I'm just gonna try it one at a time and see what happens here. I'll start with the non-spicy one. Good news is it cooked well, so that's not going to be an issue. That is bizarre. I wouldn't say good or bad. It's sort of like it takes the pseudo like spicy flavor of pepper that's not really spicy and just kind of like tingles on your tongue and turns it to the umpteenth degree. But then the flavor is the pumpkin flavor, and it's very confusing, which makes me intrigued what actual spicy is going to taste like. So I'm going to make sure I grab a piece of this that has a good amount of both on it. I'm a little more nervous about this one, because I do not know what to expect. Okay. Strangely, my mouth could make a lot more sense of this one because it's actually spicy. So that weird, like, flavors on your tongue thing doesn't really confuse me because I expect it to be spicy. So that pumpkin spice in there that just, like, confuses my tongue isn't really a problem. That said, it does not taste like cayenne at all. There's so much pumpkin spice on this thing. I don't know if you guys saw. This was completely full when I started, and you can see if I let it settle, it's below the label. I put that much pumpkin spice on this, which was definitely too much. But it seems to have suited its purpose. So, as far as reviews, if you're going to do this, first of all, don't. But second of all, make sure you do the spicy version, because without it, it's just not great. Yeah. This is my dinner now. Yeah.